Hello everybody and welcome back to Mistborne, our 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons pirate game where we run through some crazy original stuff and also some Ghosts of Saltmarsh stuff, just like tonight. So for those of you returning, welcome back, and for those of you who are new, hello, it's good to have you here. And I see we've got Shiny Lamp in the chat, which is good, because they've finally been able to mage kit, so that's always good. And right, so we're going to go around, have the cast introduce themselves, who they are and what character they're playing, and then we're going to get straight into things with a recap. So we'll move on to our usual order of the brilliant FrostFrmFire. Welcome back.
Hello! 'Tis I, Farah, reporting for duty on this fine Monday. I be the captain of the ship and collector of interior decorating items.
That's pretty accurate, I think. It's a very direct and quick way of introducing Farah. And okay, so moving on to Banjalerp. Welcome back.
Hello, I'm Banjalerp. I am playing Rahimi. She is a half-orc witch. You can find the homebrew from Mage Hand Press. It is wonderful. You should look it over. It is so much fun. Rahimi is basically just apparently the sassy, does not know what not say to people person who fancies herself the ship's medical officer, but is not very good at it. So, yes.
I mean, that is one way. We'll see how good you are at it when people start making death saving throws later. So we'll see how that goes then. And F91 Vanguard, welcome back.
Hey, that's me. I'm F91 Vanguard. I'm playing Talgrath, the big old meaty half-orc of Fire and Lightning, I think it was called by the Undersea God thing. Yeah. Half-orc with impressive red fiery mane of hair and big old meaty fists to punch people with.
Yeah, we can't forget the big old meaty fists to punch people with. And moving on to Shakes, welcome back.
Hello, lovely to be here. I am, yes, and Pete, ever present, staring into your soul. I am Shakes, also known as Shaksqueer, and I am playing Prosper, who is a tiefling bard and a giant bundle of just anxiety and stress, as most bards tend to be.
Oh, definitely.
They hide it well, but it's there.
But deep down, we know. Okay. And moving on, finally, last but not least, to Humbledore. Welcome back.
Hey, I'm Humbledore. I'll be playing Nala, the human barbarian, who is kind of having Shax or Prosper off on them because right now, due to circumstances, she's also a giant bundle of nerves and anxiety.
There you are. And so with that in mind, let's jump right on in. So last session, our group went to a strange house on the edge of a cliff, just outside, a few miles away from Saltmarsh, where they had been told that there was some treasures that may be up for grabs there. Some were told that it was an old house of an alchemist, others were told that it's just haunted to high hell and that nobody should go there. But either way, they decided to go and check it out, 'cause treasure is a word that they love far too much. And upon approaching, they found a well and were attacked by some snakes, which they quickly dealt with, Talgrath plugging the hole for quite a while, before they finally removed him and dealt with the issue, finding some gold at the bottom of a well, after which they decided to approach the house. They explored for a while, finding some nice amenities, such as a cooker and a nice set of furniture that was mostly rotten, and some pans, which are pretty good nick. Overall, their plans of a house are coming together at the very least that I didn't know they had until that session. And aside from that, we also found out that there's something going on in the basement. Before we head down there, the rest of the group decided to check out the rest of the house, and that's what we're going to pick up today, as we've just finished up finding the hatch in the living room. And you've decided to plug it with the pan and then go and have a look around upstairs.
And the staircase in the kitchen is currently booby-trapped with one of Farah's bootlaces and some jangling things.
It's a very important point. Yeah, I'll make sure to remember that
I made notes because I need to. I made a note. Remember to go get your bootlace back.
Remember your bootlace. Critical. Brilliant stuff.
Yeah.
So
we keep finding rooms that scream. That's the thing that keeps happening.
You did find 2 rooms that screamed at you and terrified some of you.
And Pete has a small blue teacup.
Yes, he does. That's very true. That's an important note. Yeah, Pete the Seagull does have a little teacup, a little blue one that he's currently holding. And yeah, it's been a good time for Pete. There it is. There you go. There's Pete with his Starbucks teacup from the middle of Saltmarsh. Saltbucks.
Oh.
It's fine. You can't really read the logos. It's okay.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. So, and moving onwards from that, so we go back to all of you as you were about to explore the upstairs, and you were gathered up in one of the front rooms, and with the magic of cinema, we'll swap to the haunted house map, and we find you when this overlay works. Let's hope. Don't worry, the darkness is expected. There we are. There is our cast. Boop. All right, so you find yourselves all still in the living room just as before, and you're sort of in the hallway where there's many rooms going off of it. And from what you remember, there were stairs that were heading upwards, just around. Let me just find you on the other page. Just over towards the center of the map, which is just over towards your left-hand side. There were two that go around where you can currently see Rahimi doing a jig. And it's around that area that you know the stairs are to the second floor. Are you wanting to take those, or are you wanting to take your booby-trapped stairs, just so I can know?
I believe we were taking these. We had the idea of sending Pete up ahead to scout, but we're nosy buggers and we want to make sure we got a cut of the loot.
Brilliant stuff. So,
Even though I thought it was mostly we were trying to make sure nothing was going to get us from above first.
Sure.
But you know, nosy is better, I think, yes.
Different perspectives, same thing.
Yeah, sure.
Did we harvest the mushrooms last session?
I believe you did, if I remember
I think
rightly.
we did.
We did, yeah.
Sweet. That's stew later.
Definitely.
The list of weird things we're going to be cooking back on the boat.
Well, we got
100%.
giant centipede and mushroom soup.
Yeah.
Your crew would just keep like, well, if we will take the
Spice with
communal orange,
snake
miss."
venom.
All right, cool. So, what's the plan of action for all of you then? Are you heading upstairs, or you're just sending Pete to scout it? Because Pete will
I don't
happily
mind going
scout it.
upstairs.
I think we should go upstairs.
Okay.
And we should
I
go.
won't. I want whichever option results in us not dying.
I believe
mean-
that would be leaving. But
Yeah, I
don't
was going
think
to
we're
say.
doing that.
I already voted for that, and we ignored me. So
We
you
did
know,
not ignore it, we just deferred your suggestion until later.
How is that not ignoring
I'm
it?
going to take Prosper aside for a second. Like,
Okay.
just a little bit away.
All right, you do so.
Just goes with you obediently, just like
You're just gonna lead you away, and she's gonna like look up to you, and you'll see a kind of her hand shaking a little bit, and she does look a bit shaken. All right, listen, Prosper. You've been really good every time I've asked you to do something for me. You've been amazing. I need you to do something for me now, okay?
okay.
I'm not feeling too good. I'm feeling a little bit on edge as well. I need you to be brave for me, okay? You'll make me feel better.
Oh, I mean, I can be quiet. Quiet, I can do. Is that's the same thing, isn't it? If I'm just quiet.
No, I heard you in battle. You inspired me. Something about you.
Yeah, I can do that for other people. That's kind of the thing. Not so much. Yeah, I can be quiet. Quiet is fine. Just kind of awkwardly pats the top of your head.
She takes it. She knows that you're not big on touch. She considers that a big leap forward for us. Yeah.
Oh, there's hair. It's fine.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I
this
don't
hair,
want you
that's
to
what
hold in
counts.
your fear. I just need you to be brave, okay? I won't let anything happen to you. I'll be first in line if there's anything going wrong. Okay?
Well, I don't want you dying either. That's kind of the
I
whole.
can take a little bit more hits than you. You'll be alright.
Most people can. Spindly. Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, I can try and do that.
Thank you. And she brings out one of the pieces of blue quartz and hands it over. I found a shiny.
It is really shiny.
There you go.
I don't eat this, right?
No. No,
Okay,
no.
just checking.
We can buy food with that.
Oh, yes. Shiny things can be exchanged for goods and services. I know this.
There we go. So don't eat it, but I'll let you have it for safekeeping. All right?
Prosper's literally just like holding it like a child who's been given something like.
I love
Gives
that
you a little
so
smile and heads back on over.
I will just follow.
All right. Are we ready?
Are we?
Yes.
Yar!
Aye. Let's go. Talgrath, want to take point with me?
Sure, why not?
Famous last words.
She's like,
Sure,
there's
why
no
not?
cannons in the walls.
Talgrath
We'll be
falls
fine.
through the floor into hell immediately.
It's fine. There's no scary voices upstairs so far, so it's been
So
alright.
far, so well. I mean, yeah, sure. There weren't scary voices in other places before you went there, but we'll go with that. Okay. So, Talgrath. So who's going up first? Your stairs are just off towards your upper right of the floor. Rahimi currently is, so I'll move you lot over there. There you go.
Hey.
Back into this room, where you can see that there are some stairs that do ascend.
I guess Talgrath will go first.
Okay.
Nala will follow behind.
These are the stairs that I've already run up and jumped off of.
They
right?
are, yes. 100% they are. So you know these stairs are
Farah
safe.
tested, Farah approved.
Farah tested, Farah approved.
No, this is now the House of Kicks.
Definitely. I mean, it's got many names. You're giving it many more. It seems. Let me just move all of you lot upstairs for a moment so we can get this camera set up. But as you sort of walk up the stairs, they do creak and they do groan as you do. But generally speaking, they seem mostly safe. And as you manage to approach the upper stairs and onto the balcony where previously Farah did flip off of, it seems you're safe. It's supported. The wooden beams do very much creak underfoot. But aside from that, it seems just as ominous as the rest of the house was. And you've dealt with that, right?
How are we doing for light, by the way?
It's still dim, but you can
Okay.
still see around. The sun is sort of dipping a little bit more behind the clouds at this point, and it is very dark, but it's good enough for you to see without torches. You can still see quite clearly. You may, you think, when you go into the basement, possibly need to light up torches or anything like that, but right now here you've got windows and there's gaps in the wood as well, so it's not a very well maintained house, so there's quite a bit of light leaking in.
I believe I have a lantern and oil on me anyway.
You do,
So
yes.
I'll get that prepped. So that when it gets dark, I'll just have that straight on.
No worries at all. So,
All right, Farah, left or right? Where are we going?
How about we go left?
All right, left it is.
okay.
We'll head on left.
So,
I am not in front.
I am
you can
not in
position
front.
yourselves as you like on here. But as you move over towards your left-hand side, as you get around here, Nala, you do see that there is almost like a cross-section where you can see it goes further up, it goes further down, and also goes further left and right. To your left-hand side, you can see 2 doors and 2 windows that used to be there. The doors both closed and both very much shut at the moment, and to your north you can also see 2 doors and an opening further ahead that seems to lead into some other room.
Well, keep going left for now, and she'll head over to the first.
That's how you solve
Door number
mazes.
1.
Always go left.
They
Through
say 3
the
left, make a
hedge.
right.
Okay, so as you get to that one, do you open the door?
I'll take a listen in first to see if there's anything
Okay, no problem.
obvious behind it.
So you take a listen. Could you give me a perception check, please?
Yep, 18.
Okay, on an 18 you can hear nothing aside from what sounds like the ruffling of perhaps cloth being blown by the wind into curtains that have been left near an open window.
Okay. Was there any open windows when we before we entered the house, or were all the windows closed?
A lot of the windows were broken, so them being open isn't so much of a surprise.
Okay, she'll just burst in as normal then.
Alright, so you burst on in, and as you do, you see what was once a fine master bedroom that now stands decaying. Some of the floorboards are missing, and there is rubbish scattered all around. A tall wooden wardrobe stands against the wall opposite the fireplace, and its door is currently closed.
Clothes. Interesting. She'll use the... Does it look like it's locked?
doesn't look like it's locked at all. No, it's an open. It's slightly opened.
Okay. With a long sword, she'll just nudge the doors open, standing a bit away from it.
Okay, no problem. As you open the door, it opens with a loud creak. And as you look in, as the shadows begin to disappear, as the light pours in, you see 2 items in there. They look rather old, but you see a pair of cracked leather boots that seem to have hardly any value or anything special about them, just look a little tough. And you also see a ragged and stained cloak that's hanging on a peg, and it's got a design of coiling ivy leaves, but otherwise seems fine from what you can look on a cursory glance.
Okay.
Can you give me a quick investigation check, however, please?
Oh, my strong point. Sure.
Sorry, we're having a bit of a moment because we all heard a noise and we're like, oh, it's actually a haunted house.
Okay, did anyone else hear a scream?
Yes.
Okay, thank goodness. I had a moment of...
I didn't hear a scream. Clearly, it's all like everyone who's spooked can hear it, and Farah, who's shopping, can hear nothing of the spook.
Just the shopping.
Just that I'm in IKEA, I must focus on what I came here for.
Oh, IKEA is definitely haunted.
Oh.
The haunted IKEA.
Mm-hmm.
Look, that would be actually
lost.
terrifying. I would go to that haunted house.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's
sudden need to run a Call of Cthulhu game set in an IKEA.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's like an SCP thing based on an endless IKEA, so that would work. Like a Call of Cthulhu game in an endless IKEA would be fine.
Sorry for the distraction. I just was like, hold on.
No problem, that's all good. But yeah, so that one's pretty fun. Okay, so moving onwards from that, we will also... Sorry, I'm still stuck on the IKEA. What did you get for your investigation?
Oh, just a 9.
Okay.
I'll turn to Farah if she's poking her head around the door and go, hey, master bedroom, if you wanted to claim it for some reason, go ahead.
I wasn't thinking of moving in, but if they do have a good bed...
Oh, go check it out.
Okay.
I found some boots, but they're not as good as the ones you gave me, so...
Okay.
Maybe we can give them as a gift to, you know, one of the good shipmates.
I think we should give them to Leslie.
Definitely, Leslie.
No! The boy deserves nothing but a good kicking with a boot.
Farah, I've got to ask, what has do you know him from another time, maybe?
Lord, I hope not.
So what's he
I
done?
pushed it from my brain if I do.
Right, what's he done besides smell like salted caramel and be quite nice?
See the above list of infractions.
He will always remain a mystery to me, Farah. Rahimi, is there anything special about this wardrobe?
I had to unmute myself. Sorry about that. I guess I'll take a look around in here and see if I can find anything special about this wardrobe. Is that an investigation?
Would be an investigation check as you look in the wardrobe, yes.
Do I get
Sure, take a look.
advantage because of reasons that, like, maybe Nala's helping me?
Yeah, why not? I'll give you that. You can have advantage,
Dope!
given that you're both looking. Why not? I thought you were going to come up with some strange reason as to, like, you know, because I'm an expert in wardrobes, and it's like
My mum used to work with them, you know.
curiously weaves through
I remember.
backstory.
Yeah.
Well, alright.
Ooh, 13s.
Yeah.
Oh, double
That's a lucky
13.
Okay, okay.
Well, you are a
okay.
witch.
You know, that's fair.
Yeah. And we are coming
So-
up to Friday the 13th.
It is Friday the 13th, yeah, on Friday.
So on your 13, we'll definitely give that a success. Yeah, you take a look in, and ooh, thank you very much, Try and Drake. And who's the crit for? Who are you wanting to give that to? Let us know in the chat as soon as you can. Thank you so much, that's lovely of you.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
Oakley Dokes. So as you look through with your 13, you look at the cloak specifically, and you catch a strange odor on the sort of air. And as you sort of peek over to it without touching it yet, you do see there is a yellow mold that is sort of in the folds of the cloak itself. And with your 13, you surmise that if you were to disturb that, it may cause some problems with breathing in this room.
So,
Prosper is staying out in the hall.
as an expert on fungi and the assorted things, I think we should just leave this wardrobe alone. because I believe that if we disturb it, we will be dealing with a lot of spores. And I don't know what these spores will do, so maybe we just don't deal with it.
But there isn't a person in this wardrobe.
If there is, they can deal with their own spore matter.
Where is this fungi?
It's in one of the cloaks.
Oh!
There's a guy in one of the
There's a
cloaks.
person in
No,
there?
outside the door.
It's a mushroom, like a fungus, like
Oh,
not
mush-
that
a
kind
fun
of fungi.
mushroom.
Why did you say
Not
so?
that kind. Talgrath is a fun guy. This is not that kind of fun guy.
You want me to put it on?
No,
Talgrath, you called her a mushroom.
no, I can't. Oh
Don't
my
know how I
gosh.
feel
Not
about that.
mushroom
Okay.
shaped. He's more like a cucumber.
Yeah, you're
You know,
right.
pickles. They go in
This
barrels.
room now, so if you want to disturb it, feel free, but I will not be here.
Okay, I'll just take the boots.
You take the boots. The boots are fine. Unremarkable, very plain, but fine. And you pick up some boots. The cracked
Did
leather
you say
boots.
there was another door in here, Holly?
The door was the wardrobe that was
Oh,
described.
okay.
So it was the doors of the
Gotcha.
wardrobe were kind of less ideal. But there was
I
another
would
door
like
further
to
left.
peer up the chimney of the fireplace.
Yeah, by all means.
Because there's usually like a little shelf in there.
There is, yes. Okay, so you peer up into the fireplace. You kind of shove your head under there. Could you give me a very quick perception check, please, as you kind of just go and have a little cursory look?
Hi. 13, our lucky number for the day.
Yeah, it's a success. Any 13s. All right, so on your 13, your lucky number for the day, you take a look up in the chimney, and you peek across onto a shelf, and you do see there is about 5 copper on there. Very dusty, but there's 5 copper. A pittance, but
Up you go, Pete.
Pete roars again and then flies on up and picks up the coins and just drops each one individually out one by one as you just say cling, cling, cling onto your hand as each coin is added. And then he flies back out and lands on your shoulder, but he is notably more grey.
I'm not drawing on Pete.
That's fine.
Pete, you seem to have aged.
He just looks at you, and in your head you begin to hear, "Yes, it seems I've got some soot upon my feathers. I will need bathing later."
We'll have Leslie do it.
"Indeed we will. He will bathe me with his tongue if need be, that cur."
Oh, I'd be careful getting his mouth near you. You don't know where it's been.
Rahimi just
good
has a very
point.
suddenly, like, appalled expression. The fuck?
And again, aside from Farah and Rahimi, the rest of you just hear the seagull screech again. Thank you, my resident seagull.
I do turn to Farah and go, does he have a volume sort of thing, just to not shout at all times?
Do you not find his voice pleasant?
It sounds like screaming, but in bird.
Oh, your ears must not be accustomed.
No, and I don't think they'll get accustomed. I'm kind of getting a headache.
Pete screeches half as loud.
Oh, okay. Oh, thank you, Pete. Very kind. And she'll head off to the next
Good
door.
job.
Okay, no problem. And you begin to head off towards the next door. So, as we scroll across our camera screen, we make it over to the next door, and dun, 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 dun. Let me reveal this. The joy of having not 2 monitors when you're doing this is definitely felt right now. Okay, as you make it to this room over here, the far left room, and you see rubbish that's scattered around, which was once again a fine guest bedroom. There's evidence of rodent infestation and webs hanging corners. A 4-poster bed stands against the wall opposite the fireplace that you can see. Its woodwork is worm-ridden, and the curtains that once screened the bed are now torn and stained. And from where you can see already, you can tell there's no bed linens, but the bed is mostly intact.
I'm sorry, did you say the woodwork is worm-ridden?
It is, yes.
Woodworm.
Woodworm.
Oh, it's got those
Woodworm
little
ridden.
pock marks in it.
It does have them little pock marks in it, but aside from that,
Makes
it's
the
fine.
wood look like it has paws. It's really creepy.
Yeah.
It
Our old
is.
house had that.
It is.
I'll lift up the mattress to see if there's anything lurking underneath it.
Okay, so as you lift up the mattress to see if there's anything lurking underneath it, you don't see anything under there. Nothing is hiding or lurking in any particular way. But what you do see is that it's remarkably clean under there. It's a little bit more clean than the rest of the room is, almost like that's been scrubbed down a bit. More recently than the rest. There's still dust on there, but less.
Okay. Cool.
No, bed's no good.
No,
Can't be
no, the
bringing
mattress is
worms
good.
onto
We could take the
bed.
mattress back.
You
Wow.
can sleep on it.
Well, I'll clean it first. Bit of soap, bit of water. No problem.
Farah
Oh,
comes
I
in to come and
can
check
do
the
that.
mattress. A little bit.
Prosper just casts prestidigitation from the doorway, just like, oh, and just cleans the mattress.
So you like start pressing the mattress. It's remarkably springy and nice, actually. It's good. It's a good mattress.
Good eye, Nala.
And as you prosper, you start waving your hands around and things start getting cleaned. It suddenly cleans itself up. Though it was not too dirty beforehand, the mattress itself seemed rather clean in comparison to the rest. But it's now perfectly clean, pristine, and it's a good, springy mattress. Some sort of newfangled
Maybe the two-
springs in there.
Maybe the two of you should give it a go, make sure it's worthy of bringing back.
I think it is. Right, Farah?
I don't know what Talgrath is getting at.
No, you're already jumping on it just fine.
Pete
Aye.
screeches.
And now's not the time for a nap, Talgrath.
No, jump on it, see if it's bouncy enough.
I was to say, Rahimi just gave Talgrath like the most like.
Do beds need to be bouncy? Is that a
What?
thing?
I don't know, actually. Do they?
I don't know. I
Well-
don't really sleep in them.
Sometimes
No,
when you dismount, you
never.
want a bit of flourish and a little bit of a springboard in the process is a good idea.
I didn't.
I
say
generally
what I
just
said.
roll over, and the floor's still there.
Regardless, we can take this one with us, and I'll pick up the mattress and basically begin to slide it out.
Oh, let me give you a hand with that.
All right, thank you. Quite one mattress.
Yeah, I mean,
You're just gonna strap it to your back. Like,
No,
You just
I'm
let
gonna
it slide
slide
down
down
the
the stairs and push it down, and just it'll be by the front door, so that when we leave.
And there's already no front
I get
door,
it.
so we just go straight out the hole in the wall.
Exactly.
True.
exactly, yeah, it's easy to move in and out of this place, you could say. So,
Might as well take the bloody house with us at this rate.
Yeah, for real, like, why are we even like taking anything out? We just move in.
yeah, it feels
The
like
house
you're gonna.
don't sail, you madden.
It's not moving
I-
house. It's not Howl's moving castle yet.
I don't want
Thanks
to
for the
live
follow,
in a
Geo
house
Nerd.
that screams. Just
Good point,
saying.
Master. Good point.
I mean, like, obviously we were going to like get rid of whatever it is that's haunting this place, but afterwards maybe we could just move in.
Speaking of,
Make it all
Prosper
home.
kind of pauses, like about to say something, then looks at Nala and then kind of looks back and goes, "Yeah, that sounds like a great idea."
Insight. That's weird. That's very weird.
Yeah, no, that's so
That's
lying.
very weird.
Oh, that's really positive of you to say.
Like all it was missing was doing this.
Basically. Still, aside from that, anything else in
Farah
this room?
goes to the hall and says, "Avast ye landlubbers, we're getting bored of looking for you. Just come out and say hi."
Who
Silence.
are you talking to,
meets you.
Farah?
The screamers.
Oh,
Prosper just edges away from Farah and just like
yep.
holding her quad.
Well, we got a little bit more scouting to do first. So
Yeah, this is
Rahimi's
literally.
already started down the other hallway.
That's
Yeah.
completely fine as you start down that hallway. I gotta say though, this is starting to turn into like, it's just gonna kind of become a campaign of like house flipping.
Can I
This
can
is
I
just
roll
supermarket sweep.
intimidation for my yelling back at the house?
Yeah, you can intimidate the house.
Thanks. I will try real hard.
I'll give it my best.
0 charisma.
Yar.
6.
You give it your. You try and intimidate the house, but the house does not respond. You think
Rats.
maybe it's intimidated, but your voice does cut out a bit near the end of you saying it.
Aye, the voice does burgle you after a while.
It's fine, you scared the house silent.
The house is
Victor.
scared stiff.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So do I hear anything from this room?
Okay, so as you move up towards that room, which is a handy dandy door that you need to open. 1 second. Okay, yeah. So you see the room itself. This particular door looks a bit more fancy. It has some nice engravings on the outside of it. But do you open the door at all? You don't hear anything on the other side at all.
I'm going to check to make sure. This is a fancy door. That means that this is probably full of important things.
Possibly.
I'm gonna check to see if there's any, like, booby traps or something.
Sure. Could you give me a perception check on that, please? Just to see if you can spot them as you're looking over them. Or investigation if that's higher. Cool.
I
Sweet.
mean, yeah. Perception's my higher one.
So, on a 17, you look over it, it seems fine. If there were traps on this, it seems like they were worn away many years ago. But you can't see it, you just see some slightly rusty sort of hinges on the door and the big wooden, actually quite nicely kept door. It's
Nala, I think
survived
you
the years,
should-
it seems.
Open or break?
Yes? Whichever works.
Is it locked?
I'll
I
kick the
don't
door.
You open the door.
Yeah.
It creaks open, and inside you can see damp mold covers portions of the walls and ceiling in this large bedroom, and rubbish is strewn liberally around the floor. In the center is a single mattress that's been badly torn, from which stuffing protrudes. Under the window sits a large wooden chest and timbers, a split, and its lid is closed.
There's a chest. Treasure chest.
Sure.
No one shouts in, I'll open it.
Y'all left me behind!
No, I was just waiting for Farah when you said treasure chest, because that's
Yeah.
Hi. I thought that was her summon.
right. Like,
Oh,
this
that's
was
not me!
maybe-
Get out of there!
No, stop. I don't want to be in the room.
I'm sorry, I grabbed you on the way through.
Okay. So, as you open it, inside you're met with a quite remarkable sight of very musty, mouldy, and ragged clothing, and there's many different styles of them, all of which were never in fashion. Even yourself, with your not too great sense of fashion, having not really been around it much, you can tell that these are all
DM.
terrible.
I'm wearing thigh highs right now. You cannot say I'm not
Yeah.
fashionable.
But
I'm probably
you're not
wearing
very
bed
fashion
sheets,
aware, and these are like
Red silk is
incredibly
always on
garish.
trend.
Like they're like green and yellow put together. There's a blue and brown sort of mottled covered
love blue and
tunic,
brown.
but it's got all of
I
its
like
belly
green
is
and
missing,
yellow.
and it's just like a belly shirt.
I feel personally attacked.
I was gonna say the DM is just coming at all of us for our
Yeah,
fashion.
I'm just gonna keep scrolling through Instagram here.
Ooh, Miss Waistcoat wearer just judges everyone.
It's how it goes.
I
you
call
know.
for a mutiny!
But no, there's just very strange looking clothing. It's just strange cuts and strange colours mingled in with each
Step
other.
up!
Pete
Good
steps
bird.
up immediately.
Right. And I'm gonna hover him over it.
Thank you very much for the bits,
Panpixel.
Panpixel.
Twingle.
And at that point, he looks around and he goes, "Nay, they do not, but those clothes look rather fashionable."
Here you go, you can give these to Leslie.
Indeed I can. I think he would look glorious in that belly shirt there.
Aye, a good outfit for cleaning you up.
Indeed. Indeed it is.
Should I be worried?
Meanwhile, is all you hear from a seagull whilst
Pete
Farah
and I
does
were
this.
just saying maybe Leslie can have these as a gift.
Well, I mean, sailors like new clothes, so why not?
I'm
And I'll
still
just-
just trying to imagine him in a crop top.
While they're discussing this, Prosper just literally wants to sneak past them and kind of just like peer over the edge of the thing, and then maybe take one of the slightly less brightly coloured things and just literally just stick it under the bed sheets they're wearing, because they are very Dobby-like in their clothing,
Oh.
in that it's just made up of other stuff.
Prosper, are you calling dibs?
Dibs on what?
You're right. On what?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Pirate, proud pirate. Never been prouder of this fine young pirate. And she presents Prosper to you as the greatest protege she has ever had.
Okay.
Just stood there with an awkward bulge under one of the fabric layers, just like,
Right. Is the chest in good condition?
Oh, it's in terrible condition.
Oh, that's good.
Like I
I'll
said,
just take out the
timbers are
clothes. I'll take out the
broken.
clothes. I'll try and fold them up and be like, I've never really learned how to do this.
Yeah,
I
some
just
of them.
put them into one mash.
Yeah,
and then
there's
just...
one that's got like its sleeves are literally just like a ribbon that wraps around very loosely, and it kind of just folds outwards and wobbles slightly.
What is this?
A chalky substance just falls out of it every time it falls.
Talgrath, why do you keep slinking away?
No reason.
Do you not like these chalky bandages
Oh!
shirts?
We left all
mean,
the barrels downstairs. That's why
you're-
Talgrath's sneaking away.
You're all like having fashion week in there, so I'm going to go continue exploring.
You pull out
I'll
an
go
extra
with you.
large pair of Crocs.
Now these look comfortable.
I really like the spikes on those.
Prosper just looks down at their hooves and then looks up like, no.
I mean, if we maybe squeeze them round, you know.
No,
Like
no
a
squeezing.
bendy
No,
material.
no squeezing. Fetlocks. No.
All right.
Thank you.
Well, I can't let him go off on his own.
I'm going with him. It's fine. We'll be fine.
Okay, good
Be
job.
fine.
Divide and conquer.
Let's not. No. All right, whatever.
Don't worry,
That's
Nala.
serious,
We got
right?
Prosper with us. We'll be alright.
We will.
Yes.
Certainly do.
We're all gonna die. I just sort of like look idly, pick through the stuffing to see if anyone tried to shove anything in there, and then I'll head out.
No problem. So you have a look through the stuffing. It's pretty gross as you kind of work through it, but there's nothing in there that you can find. It seems whatever was in this room must have been looted a long time ago, aside from these strange moldy clothes and...
Beautiful clothing. Day.
Wait.
Yeah.
Nala, remember what Rahimi was talking about? And Farah's gonna pull off her gloves and hand them over to Nala so that she doesn't touch anything dirty.
Oh, you're very kind. Thank you. We've got similar sized hands as well. That's never thought about that. She'll wear them.
Years
for a
of work in rigging.
Definitely. And
Yep.
you slip on the gloves, and they're nice. They fit snugly. They're warm. They're pre-warmed, you know, by Farah.
Yeah, it's like holding a hand, but not
It's
really.
like holding her hands whilst you're walking around. Yeah. And it's quite nice, quite comforting actually, as you continue on. Now there is one more room above you. Are you wanting to check that out, or perhaps Talgrath, as you've been stood outside for a bit? There's more on the right-hand side, and there's more on the upper side of this room that those two are in currently. Well, three are in currently.
Furthest one out, work our way back in.
Okay. Cool. So as we go around to there, then Talgrath, so you're around the bottom right-hand side. As those three are in that room doing what they're doing, you lot are just around the corner. I'm going to just have to steal a character for a moment so that I can show it on stream, because apparently it will only let me view through certain people's eyeballs on this dynamic lighting. So I'm going to take Prosper. Just going to steal them and put them there. There we go. So you're going to the furthest one to the right now.
Yeah.
So as you go towards the far right room, and you open up that door, dynamic lighting. Come on, door, let me delete you. There we are. As we go to... The door on this one is unfortunately locked, but you easily find the key. It is directly by the side of the door itself. And thank you very much for the cheer, Jerian. And
Who needs a key?
but you okay? How are you opening this then? If not with the key that's on the floor next to you.
Yeah, he'll try it and then go, and then just kick it.
All right, sure. Could you give me an athletics check, please?
Christ, there we go.
I want to put my head around the corner to watch.
I wish there was a way I could help him, but he doesn't need help. doesn't he?
24.
Nice.
He doesn't need help on a 20 Thor, as he boots the door in, and the door comes off its hinges and just flies across the room and just crashes with the window, which smashes outwardly.
Efficient.
I hope you didn't want that door.
No.
There appears to be a man in this room.
Oh?
Is it a merman?
Peek around
Count
the
his
corner.
legs, quick.
Does not look to be Mer.
And as it hits the window across from them, in the southeast corner of this decayed bedroom lies a man. He's alive, though he's bound and gagged. And I'll move
I'm into some weird stuff.
Sorry, you're moving everywhere. Okay.
Everybody's like, huh!
However, he's clad only in undergarments and appears to have no weapons or equipment at all.
Oh, you ladies may want to go elsewhere. I will deal with this.
What?
Not a.
Oh.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
What?
What's going on?
Just, Talgrath's gonna go pick up the door and then go put it back in the place.
Look, what a man does in the bedroom is his own business, Talgrath. I understand.
What do men do in bed?
Right.
I don't
Whatever.
get it.
I'll lend you some books, Prosper.
So,
Okay,
walk over
I'd
Talgrath.
like to read.
Yeah.
And he looks up and looks to be a little worried, to say the least, as he kind of goes, "Oh,
He's very skilled for being gagged.
yeah." He kind of gets He's practiced in gags, okay.
Oh my god.
As
No! No!
but no.
No!
No. Nuh-uh. Nine yet.
So,
No.
but on a serious note, the gentleman looks up at you and seems to be bound and looks up at you pleadingly, like, looking at you with
Bleedingly, eh?
the want of just like, let me out. And thanks for the cheer, Shax.
Oh my fucking goddamn.
It looks like we've got a new box of shiny
Giving you
lamps as
those
well.
come hither bedroom eyes.
Yeah,
Oh. What, the
Oh,
panicked, wide-eyed staring at someone in
that's
bondage?
not the come hither eyes. This is just that I'm panicked and bound eyes.
It's the come
Oh, is this
untie
where
me
I'm
eyes.
going wrong?
Yeah, this is where...
Panic's not how everyone looks in this scenario.
Oh my word.
All right,
Get
okay.
off the ship.
Talgrath,
Yes.
what do you do, buddy?
Talgrath is going to unbound this man and
You
ungag
unbind
him.
them and ungag them. They look less panicked as you do so. And as you let them out, he goes, oh, thank you. He sort
My
of rubs
pleasure.
he rubs his wrists a bit pained, and looks over at you. I didn't think anybody would come through, but thank you. This is such a dangerous place, he says, and looks around.
Yeah, you looked in quite a dangerous position.
I was, yes. I came here about a day or two ago and was attacked by something. It knocked me out, and I was in darkness for a long time, and then I was, well, here. Thank you for freeing me. I would much prefer to have clothes, however. He says as he sort of like adjusts his very little clothing. As,
How big is this man?
so he's about.
I'm asking all the serious questions here.
I know you.
How
are.
big is he, Steve?
He's a good 5'8". He's a good 5'8". He's pretty toned. Got long flowing hair. And he looks very
case-
panicked.
Talgrath not really having any clothes with him, he'll offer him his shirt. He's like 6
thank
foot
you.
something, so
Thank
it's
you.
fine.
Talgrath is shirtless now. It's beautiful.
But
Has he shut the door so that we don't know any of this?
oh, wait, you can't shut the door. You kicked it across the
No,
room.
I went and,
He
I
is
went,
absolutely like.
I went and put it
like
back in the
murmuring.
hole and just left it there.
Okay, so the rest of you saw Talgrath approach a room, kick it open. There was a man in the corner who went and was gagged and only in his underwear. Talgrath went, retrieved the door, placed it back over, and then has left you all in the hallway,
He
apparently.
told us it wasn't for us. And
But Rahimi definitely ignored that. Was like.
Yeah,
trying to, like,
Prosperous just kind of stood outside awkwardly, like. Is something I don't.
Is everything okay in there, Prosper? Do you know if like he's been a bit
Well-
quiet?
There was a mostly naked person on a bed with a gag in their mouth, and then Talgrath closed the door over. So I think they're probably playing bridge. I've been told
Talgrath
that.
is
I've been told people do that.
Bridge. odd
bunch
name
of
for it, I
guards.
suppose.
Well, yeah,
Wait,
because at one point I
where's
was
Talgrath's
sleeping in a
shirt gone?
tavern and they kept doing that, but they told me they were playing bridge. They got really competitive. It was very loud.
He's given his shirt to
Oh.
the other person.
And he takes the shirt and kind of wraps it around himself like a large cloak. And he just kind of goes, "Thank you. My clothes are nearby, though. They're, I believe, in one of the rooms north of here. The far
Then
north.
we should go retrieve them.
Please, yes, I'm sure. Is it just you here, or are there many others?"
Don't forget
Oh,
to
there are
ask
many
his
others.
name!
It's a lot of voices. He says, a bit uncomfortable, suddenly his voice breaking. As he goes,
You know that's an interesting thing to say in the haunted house, right? From the door.
"Oh, yes, about that. We'll have to discuss that soon, yes. We shouldn't stay here long. But
We should find this man his clothes.
please, let us find my clothes. That is... my name
Oh,
is...
are these your clothes?
Are you cold?
She'll come in, she'll just like kick the door down and hold out the awful looking clothes.
Oh, oof, no, that's... Ugh, they're disgusting. No, mine are much less mouldy and much more fashionable. My name is... Ned Shakeshaft.
Ned Shakeshaft, great. Come on then.
His name is Ned Shakeweight, you guys.
Yeah. We're just gonna go past that. We're not gonna stop on
Yep.
Shake Shaft. We're
Also,
just
thank
gonna
you very
go right
much.
past.
Thanks for
We've
the,
already broken. Let's just keep going.
and thanks for the bits, Pan Pixel. Thank you very much.
I'll go in to kick the other door in. This one.
All right, so you get ready.
Man's
Is
clothes.
this person human or what?
Yes, they are. They're human. Look rather unremarkable. Just sort of like scraped back, black hair, and very sort of dusty at the moment. But aside from that,
Prosper's gonna stick to shadows and dark spaces
completely
and a fang
understandable.
back.
I can't get a hold of myself because Prosper's token is on top of me.
No. Get hold of yourself.
Thank you.
Not too hard.
Okay. So
And
moving
as the
swiftly on.
cast amused themselves, the damn soul died.
So
But he'll die fashionable, so it's fine.
So he starts to dust himself off as where do you go next? Ned will come along with you. Talgrath, he sticks quite close and looks incredibly uncomfortable as he walks out into the hallway with your other allies there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just breaking down this door. The other door that we've not been in yet.
Aye.
There's a third door too. Here.
There is indeed.
Oh, I thought that was a window. Hey, Farah, you take that one, I'll take this one.
Sure can do if that's what you wanted to do.
Let's do it.
3,
Alright, that's
2,
impossible.
1.
Wait, are we going on 3 or after?
She goes.
Okay, no problem. So on yours, as you open your door, Nala, you find what looks to be a rather decrepit bedroom. And thanks for the cheer, Shax. But the decrepit bedroom, to get back on with this. So rubbish is scattered around with once you find guest bedroom. There is evidence of a rodent infestation, and there are webs that hang in the corner. That would be the wrong room. This is the crumbling bedroom. This room appears to be another dirty, decaying bedroom without furniture. Even viewed from the doorway, it's evident that the floor here does not look safe, and some of the floorboards are missing, and others are partially dislodged.
And there's nothing shiny glinting under the floorboards, it's all just a bunch of crap.
Yes, it just seems to be lots of cracks in the floorboards overall. But what you can see is that there is sort of a... in fact, could you give me a very quick... just an investigation check, please?
2.
On a 2? Looks to just be an old room, that's all.
Pile of rubbish, walks out. What have you got?
I kicked in my door.
No worries, sorry, I'm just responding to the torrent of bits coming in. So thank you, everyone. Okay, so as you kick in your door, the bedroom has no furniture, but rubbish is scattered everywhere and webs cover the walls. From the doorway, you can see a glint of light in the fireplace from a small, highly reflective object.
Pete! Search and
Pete flies on towards the fireplace. However...
Talgrath, are you waiting for me to go forward?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Then I will just... Okay, fine. Sorry, that was all.
Where's our
That's all
where's our little friend? Because Prosper will be keeping an eye on our little friend.
Which
Our
one?
5'8" Ned.
Yeah, Ned.
The half-naked man. Apart
Ned
from his
stark
shirt.
naked.
Yeah.
I
It was
liked
bad in reaching, I'm sorry.
It's all good. So as you enter yours and you send your seagull companion towards the fireplace, about the time that he does, you see that there is a lot of black little insects that begin to crawl out and immediately try to go for your seagull companion. However, they manage to duck out just in time as you see a swarm of spiders appear out of the fireplace, and also, let me just move this here, one directly over where you are. And would you please roll me initiative, please?
I sure will.
All of us or just Farah?
Any of you that want to get involved in this combat, basically. Though I'd probably say this is happening whilst Talgrath is doing his conversation and getting the shirt on him and, you know,
Front off him, don't you?
Okay.
from off himself.
Yeah, doing the
Found
full
something
Monty
else to
in
ship
front of him.
at last.
Okay, cool. So,
Entire party is gay.
That's a lot of sandwiches.
it is what it is. We're a home decorating crew of pirates that are all in love. Okay.
Pirate eye for the naked guy.
Pirate eye for the- Yes.
Oh man, that's the new campaign name.
That's season 2.
Oh
Okay,
Jesus.
so yes, initiative should bring this up. That's a good idea. And yeah, if we could just get everybody's initiatives on there, we should be good. So if it's you two and Rahimi, are you getting involved, or Prosper, are you getting involved?
No, I'm keeping an eye on the naked guy.
It's a good thing to do. Okay, cool.
Guy.
Strangers. No, I'm not good with strangers.
That's completely understandable. There's nothing wrong with that at all.
So I'm just like melting into the shadow of a wall, just like two white eyes, just like.
Yeah, I get that. So, the spiders will go after Nala, but spiders begin to crawl on down the walls, and Farah, you shout back towards Nala and the rest when this happens.
Spiders!
There we go.
Gross.
So, spiders is screamed.
Good
top
eating
of the
tonight,
walls.
lads!
Somewhere on the ship, your entire crew shudders.
They'll eat what they're given and they'll like it, Stephen.
Apparently.
They'll do their best with it, that's for sure. So, as you all begin to get attacked by these spider swarms, Nala, what do? You're first.
I'm gonna step around the door, just peek my head in, and see this. Like, are they big or are they like little
They're
spiders?
quite chunky spiders, but they're about this big.
Oh Lord, they coming.
Oh lord, they're coming.
Can we
Until,
keep them and train them?
No,
Like the weasels?
no, weasels only. We're not taking pet spiders. That's fucking disgusting.
But think of the climbing, Nala!
Weasels can climb,
off the
she
tree.
says, as she will attack recklessly with her longsword, trying to like basically beat them down.
Okay, so you say weasels can climb as you swing your sword around the corner.
17.
17 is indeed a hit as your sword just cuts towards them. And how much damage is that? 8 damage. Okay, so as you slice through, you seem to kill a couple of the spiders as your blade slices through them, but the swarm seems to almost come over itself to be able to recover from the loss of the spiders that are there. Anything
That's
else?
gross. Alright, I'll push past Farah so that she's not getting swarmed by both at once.
Not a problem. You push past and stand ready as you see spiders, a swarm of them, just begin to crawl out from the fireplace and towards you on the floor.
Oh, that's so disgusting.
And speaking of disgusting, they will begin their assault as swarm of spiders number 1, the one to the right-hand side of the door, will go for you, Farah. as they will go.
It's alright, I
for-
got my stomping boots on.
They begin to crawl over you to try and attack you. However, only roll a 10, which doesn't hit you, as you begin to sort of stomp and move your feet about, and they're getting flung off and can't quite make it to you. And Nala, the ones near you, crawl out of the fireplace and go for you as well. However, they only manage to get an 18, which I think is a hit on you.
Yes, it is.
Okie
AC
dokie.
17.
So, you're suddenly swarmed by these spiders as they begin to bite you and deal 7 piercing damage to you.
Oof.
As they're crawling over and their fangs are sinking in.
Oh, that's itchy. That is itchy. That is itchy.
Okay, cool. Farah, your turn.
I am looking at spiders, and I would like to stab the chunkiest one I can see with my sword.
Okay, so you find a big old chunky purple one. It's very hairy as well.
There's one like right above me, right? Yeah.
There is, yeah. They're kind of all over and around you right now. So
I
this swarm
stab at
here is
him.
technically on you, but yeah.
18 to hit.
18 to hit. Alright, that is a hit. So, give me the
Just so
damage
it's just
on that.
4.
4, cool. So it takes the damage again. You find the big chunky spider and you cut straight through it. It falls into 2 pieces in halves, the goo sort of spewing out as you do. It's quite gross.
And with me bonus action, I want to offhand and swipe the spiders off Nala.
Yes, certainly can. So could you give me another attack for that, please?
Yeah.
an
I'll roll my
offhand attack.
offhand dagger.
Sweet.
I got one with 8.
Okay, unfortunately, you kind of swing, but you realize that they're very close and on Nala, so as you swing, you see Nala for a moment, and then you realize you might cut Nala, and your hand almost instinctively arcs upwards and over Nala.
Oh, careful
Not
what you're
heavy.
touching there, Farah.
I'm being careful!
I know. Oh,
Rahimi.
I think I will just go to the door, see the spiders over here, and be like, oh, they need to go because I want to collect the ichor from them. And I will.
you can collect the ichor from that, and she'll just like go back to trying to beat them off her everywhere.
Wow, I rolled a 1 for damage. That's fun. But 17 to hit.
Nice, very nice, very nice. So on your 17 to hit, you swing out, you hit, and unfortunately you just kind of clip one small one into pieces as it kind of comes along with your nail, and you have a little dead spider under your nail.
Not what I expected, but we'll get you next time.
Get you next time, Gadget.
Next time, Gadget. Next time.
Okay, so we will then move on to Nala.
At this point, she'll be like, Prosper, are you good with spiders? Because they're eating me. And she'll go for another reckless attack on the ones next to Farah. 23. For another 8 piercing.
Very nice. Yeah, that's a solid strike as you go for the swing. You hit, and again, you kind of slice through a couple of spiders as a few of them are thrown away and others are sliced into bits, and you take off the legs of some of them. But again, they still seem to be standing strong as the swarm almost reforms itself immediately, and there's just these many eyes and little legs coming at you.
Okay, the fact that they're not dying so easily should like to rage because they're kind of itchy and horrible.
They're very itchy and scratchy, yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
All right.
she'll rage.
You rage as you let out a yell and fly into your rage. The swarm of spiders at which point will respond to your anger by trying to quell you with their own therapy. As they try and bite you, but miss completely as they go and try and attack you. And the other ones will also go and attack you. This time hitting for an 18, dealing 7 piercing damage, half that because you're raging.
Yep. Are we up or down? Running up or down?
We will round up. Okay, so Farah, your turn.
I stabbed the chunky bastard again!
You do so. And thank you very much, Panpixel, for the donation. If that is for alchemy, let me know, and I will get a random potion figured out for this lot.
11.
Unfortunately, you swing and you whiff as the spiders all duck at the same time. It's
Again with me
weird.
offhand. 20, 30.
Okay, that's
for
a very
one
good hit.
stabby damage.
You just stab one of the smaller ones. It goes,
Yeah, just skewer it. And then in my rage, I just bite it. And
God damn. Okay.
Pete! Attack!
Brilliant stuff. So, at which point we go over to Rahimi. This is a
Did
interesting
Prosper not hear me,
fight.
by the way?
Prosper kind of heard something about spiders from the other room, but it's still kind of just focused on one, Talgrath is shirtless and they're kind of worried that he's going to get cold. And two, Stranger, who has just appeared tied up.
That's so pure.
Fair play.
They're kind of doing that thing where they're turning their head, but they're keeping their eyes on Ned. Just like, can't be too.
But yeah, I'm going to. She's basically like, okay, we'll try something new and use a cantrip acid splash.
Acid splash.
Acid splash. Man,
Acid
I'm just
splash.
all about rolling the ones today.
Acid splish.
Acid splash.
Is that how she has to summon that spell?
Yeah.
Saying it that way.
Just to say it like a Pokemon character.
Okay,
Okay.
like South Park.
Okay, cool. So you throw it out, and they will try and make the dexterity saving throw.
They're spiders. They'll probably make it.
They're spooters, and they don't make it. Spooters can swarm, but they can't dodge acid. Okay, so they are hit, taking 1 acid damage, as one of them again is caught in it and just kind of goes... Anything else?
No, that would be my turn.
Oakley dokley, at which point we go to Nala.
Let's do the reckless. But I'm mad.
So you swing. Wow,
That's
okay.
11.
That is a good amount of damage.
I break
as-
4 blood now.
As yeah, you
Spiders.
slice through a lot of the spiders, and your sword is covered in this gunk as you cut through them. Some of the spiders kind of half still on it as you fling them at the wall with your swing and strike the wall, which leaves a nasty gash in it.
Nala, your voice has gone to the dark side. Come back to us, Nala.
Oh, sorry. Happens sometimes when I'm really angry.
I know.
It's
Ah!
better than I think.
That'll be it for me.
Okie doke. So with that being everything, we move on to Swarm of Spiders. So number 1 Swarm of Spiders, the thinning Swarm of Spiders, will continue to try and attack you, Farah. However, does hit on a 21 and deals 5 piercing damage to you. as they begin to
Sentinel,
bite you.
please. I
Okay,
forgot
sure.
to keep doing this.
This is a good thing to remember. So sure, you can.
And it's reckless because I already declared that. 21.
Very nice. So you do
Another
hit
5.
for another 5 damage, and you thin
Oh.
the rank out even more.
Rage. There we go.
Cool, no problem.
Nala leans over like, saved your life. Tell your mom.
In which case, that would take them out. As, yeah, I will just add them back on there, as they disappeared on us there. So, yeah, you swipe through, and you do manage to take out the rest of the swarm of spiders before they actually strike Farah. They're going for her, they begin to crawl, and you sweep your blade out, and you take them down.
Oh, no, you don't.
At which point, the other ones, angry at your killing of their cousins, will go to attack you.
So, a question, DM. Do I take the damage or no?
No, you don't.
No. Okay.
We're calling that Nala got in just before they struck you. Because that was a very good sentinel roll. So, okay, so at which point they're going to go for their attack against you, Nala, and they still have more than half their HP. But they don't hit as they go to try and bite at you, and as you sort of swing around and kill the other spiders, you fling them off in many directions, and they don't manage to get purchase in biting you. At which point
Yeah, I
we
growl
move-
at them and show like these big, like these pointed teeth, and my guns appear to be just bleeding slightly.
Alright, no problem. At which point, Farah, you got a bleedy gum, sharp tooth Nala, and the spiders seem to be dead near you. There's none remaining.
I'm gonna kick one of the bigger spiders and stuff, just like across the room, away from us, with my boot.
Alright, yeah, sure.
They came from the spider place, from the fireplace.
We call them spider places where I come from.
Good save.
Because we never light fires, only spiders.
I'm sorry, Nala. It was a lot of spiders.
Completely understandable. So you're trying to... So what is it you're trying to do exactly with this? Sorry.
She's just clearing corpses away, like pushing them back and away from us.
So you're like sweeping them into a corner.
Yeah, with
and that's
boot,
your turn.
you know, tip a boot, kick them away.
Fair. Anything else?
Well, you said they're all dead.
No, there's these
There's
ones.
the ones near the fireplace that are still alive.
You know, the ones that are fighting me right now. Maybe get those ones.
Right, so I'll kick the corpses away, and then I'll
Yeah,
come
that's like a
running
free
through,
action.
and I'll stab at ye.
You stab at the... Okay, give it a go.
Natural 20.
Yeah, that's definitely a hit. Go ahead, give me the damage, please.
10
Very
piercing.
nice. 10 piercing damage. So you bring your blade through and cut many of them apart as you do. You swing your blade and you cleave many of these spiders that have come from the spider place directly in half. And they seem very wounded by this as the swarm regathers, but smaller than before. Anything else?
Offhand assault.
Offhand assault, go ahead.
Eat.
Wow, nice. Okay, so on an 8, unfortunately that's not a hit, but your first one cleaves a lot of them. The second one you swing, and you swing back through the ones that you killed, not realizing quite how devastating your attack was.
You know, I think I pulled something in me off arm.
Yeah, Pete starts to poke at it with his beak, starts to massage it out a bit.
Thanks, Pete. Thanks.
Gets you ready for next turn, and at which point it is Rahimi's turn. These spiders are still in the fireplace, sort of crawling out and attacking them.
Yeah, going to step in over here, passing all the corpses, and we're going to do third verse, same as the second. So, bloop. That's better.
Okay, very nice. So you give them another splash, and let's see if this swarm of spiders can dodge with this. I am giving them a negative on this, however. I'll give them disadvantage as they are... Okay, so they still make their save. But
no
they
damage.
take... Yeah, so they don't take any damage, unfortunately, as you sort of throw it out and it splashes into the fireplace.
That's fine. I will just glare at them then. And start collecting the brethren.
You glare, and their collective hundreds of eyes look back at you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, then we will move on to Nala again.
Okay. Avoiding the big puddle of acid. Let's go for this. Reckless. Cool. 18 hit?
Definitely does, yes.
Nice. Yeah. That's another 6.
Alright, nice.
I'll basically I'm going to try and shove Farah just a little bit upwards so that she's not got front and center, if I can do that.
Certainly, you can use one like your bonus action to sort of, kind of shove her aside a little bit if Farah accepts it.
Yeah. There we go.
Okay, so
Thank you.
Gently moved aside.
I'm busy, like, massaging out my shoulder. Right, Nala, I'm moving.
All right.
Yeah, exactly that. All right, cool. So at which point we will move on to the swarm of spiders. So swarm of spiders will go for you again, Nala. This time still annoyed at you and still going for you. However, there's less than half of them now, so they're going to go for an attack, which is a 16.
Does not hit.
Does not hit. So they try and nibble at you, they try and bite, they try and scratch, but your armor is very much keeping them back.
Yeah.
And
I'll take my
not in
shield
any
and
way
basically
doing it.
squish them down on the floor.
No problem. So, like, bits of spider are kind of crushed on the floor. And we will move on to Farah's turn. Farah, Pete's worked out the kink in the arm.
You're ruining dinner, Nala. You can't go squashing them like that.
She doesn't actually say anything. I was on mute. It's lost its thing.
Right.
Go ahead.
I shall hack and slash. No, I won't. Not very well. Oh, my offhand's better now. 16 on my offhand.
Okay, so you whiff the first attack. The 16 offhand attack strikes, though. And again,
Stabby
you
damage.
cleave through a couple of them as you kind of stab and slice, and you manage to take out a few more of the spiders, but this one seems quite hardy, and it still seems to remain. At which point it will be Rahimi.
We're just gonna whip it good now, because this is getting a little bit tedious, so...
That's it. Whip him into shape, Rahimi.
That's a hit, Rahimi, as you manage to strike them, and your whip cracks out, and you see 5 spiders just crushed and spread across the ground as the rest of them retreat into the fireplace, or now the spider place, as it is. And you were left in the room, the combat averted. As Talgrath, you finally, taken off your shirt, had a talk with this man, got him out, given him your shirt, as you hear noise from the other room nearby, and yourself, Prosper, and yourself, Talgrath, can hear a lot of sort of crunching and squelching noises coming from the other room, and the crack of a whip before everything goes quiet.
I just realized how that probably seems.
That's a prosperous.
Rahimi should show us the ropes. It's fine.
Yeah.
He likes a gag. I'm sure he likes a whip.
I'll actually turn to Rahimi and kind of like lift up my shirt a little bit, like showing some of the spider bites. Like, how does it look? It kind of hurts.
I'll do a medicine check.
Okay, no problem. Can you give me medicine? Brilliant stuff. So it looks fine, all superficial. The bites are just seemingly puncture wounds. There's no poison that they had. They just seem to be particularly bitey spiders.
Yeah, it doesn't look like there's any venom in those bites. It looks like they're just superficial.
Oh, nibbly little bastards. And she'll just pull her thing down then.
Okay.
Is anything even worth it in there?
And as you say that, suddenly, from the chute of the fireplace, the spider place even, a potion is brought down by a spider before it retrieves back into the
Yeah, that's right. You better give a peace offering if we fuck. She'll take it. She'll take it like angrily. She's coming out of a rage now.
All right. Okay. So, you take it. You're out of your range. And you have a look at the front of it. And there is indeed a spider that is printed on the front of it, just like a cartoon spider.
Oh my god, it's Emperor's New Groove. It's Yzma's lamp.
Oh, the liver crook!
Not that leather. Why do we even have that leather?
I'll hand it over to Farah.
Okay.
Go sweet.
And on the front of
The
it,
room, your dips.
on the front of it, it says created by T.P.P.
There's words on it. Rahimi!
She's like busy trying to scoop the remains of the spiders into a bag. Can I help you?
I know you're busy with dinner, but take a look at this.
The spider gave me a potion.
It says created by TPP.
Who's Tepepe?
No, just TPP. Those are like letters, just the letters.
Well,
I wonder if it tastes like tea. Uncork it.
what about if it tastes like pee-pee?
Oh,
You uncork it and you're hit with an odor of both dust, lemons, and also of what smells like egg.
smells like Mother's been cleaning the kitchen again.
And you
Cork
can
it
see
back
there's
up.
bits of spider floating in there as you cork it back up.
I'll save this for later. I'm sure we'll figure out what it's for.
I mean, do you want me to find out what it's for?
Are you gonna do a taste test again?
Yes.
Yes!
Hold your nose on that one, then it smells like rotten egg.
I probably had worse. Take a small sip.
You take a small sip of the strange potion, and as you do, Rahimi, for a moment, the rest of you see her vanish for a moment before she's back again. And can you give me a perception check as you see her vanish for a moment?
Sure.
I'm still babysitting Ned.
No, I was... What?
I'll give you both advantage on this, as you are currently in spider overwatch mode. And you suddenly see a small... I say small, it's about the size of a dog, actually. It's quite a large green spider appear.
I point my longsword at it before it vanishes back into Rahimi.
And as soon as you do, it turns back into Rahimi.
Why are you pointing your sword at me?
Turned into a fucking...
You
big bastard.
Really big for a moment.
You were huge.
I'm green!
Talgrath
I'm always
seems to wander
green.
back out of the room.
No problem.
I think of you
Sweet.
more like a soft sea foam.
And that's what you hear, Talgrath, as you approach the room and kind of look in and see them all speaking about Rahimi being a soft sea foam.
Isn't Talgrath the one that's more the color of sea foam, not me?
Am I interrupting something?
I've been on some very angry seas.
I've been bit by spiders.
Talgrath, you missed the fight.
I'm sorry, I was getting changed.
Uh-huh.
Really? Where's your change of clothes? You've got...
He's trying to pose and look impressive, but you can tell he's also breathing in at the same time.
Yeah. Is he like is he like fit but has a bit of a beer belly?
Yeah, he's
Good dad bod.
Barrel belly.
he's fit, but he's podgy at the same time.
He's a strong man.
Yeah, he's the dad bod brawler.
Talgrath, have you been
Yes.
punched in the stomach? Is that why you're looking like you're winded?
No, but you look worse for wear.
Thanks
You can
Something
see
about the few
for
bites.
being here.
and
I
Rahimi,
don't.
from your taste test as well, you realize that this is indeed a shape-shifting potion. It will allow the user to wild shape into essentially it polymorphs you, to use a proper term, into a spider, a giant spider to be exact.
Whoa.
And it will do it for about an hour.
Going to just pocket that for now. I'll tell them later.
No worries.
Prosper,
find
by
your
the way,
friends
is
both?
stealthing as they watch Ned. They're like just seeing what he does when there's no one else around him now.
You see that when nobody else is around him, he just sort of relax a bit underneath the shirt. Sort of like he's less embarrassed now that nobody's looking at him. But aside from that, Ned just stands kind of awkwardly as he sort of looks around and waits.
We got a fine harvest of spider to add to the dinner pot tonight.
I will definitely be keeping some for my own use, just so you know.
I swear they are lovely people, Ned. I swear.
I mean, they seem lovely, but can I get my clothes, please?
Yes.
Well, go and get them
Oh.
then if you know where they are, you fool.
But I mean, it might be dangerous. This place is very dangerous.
So
No,
we
it's
can't make
not!
most of it, though. You're the first humanoid we've come across.
That's the thing. It's not the humanoid you should be afraid of. It's the ghosts.
The deadanoid. Got it.
The deadanoids, yes.
Very dangerous creatures. What you do? Where's the rest of you? Anyway, where's your crew or whatever? You didn't
Crew?
just say you came into
I
this
know,
whole
you seem to-
haunted house mess on your own, right?
Mostly, yes. In fact, you may have misunderstood. I'm Ned. I'm a tradesman from Saltmarsh Way. I came here recently to make some trades. I'm a merchant by my way of work. And,
Oh, so you trade with the dead?
No, I don't. I
Oh,
don't trade with the dead.
Don't worry, we've got a quartermaster who would love you.
I don't.
Oh, yes.
You know.
I don't know what
Mr.
you're talking
Robinson
about.
would have a fine time with young Ned.
No, I just want. Look, we should leave this place. Just let me get my clothes, and we should go.
Wait,
We'll
Prosper's
get to
gonna
your
just
Oh!
Prosper's literally gonna step out of a shadow behind him and just be like right next to his shoulder, just be like, I keep saying that. It doesn't work.
Oh God, at least you don't look like the ghosts that are in here. Aside from this, there are things in here that are terrifying, dangerous. You shouldn't be here.
that's great. Well, you can
Demons
leave.
and
I've ripped
devils
out the
and
front
ghosts.
door so you can just walk out.
I couldn't just leave you here. Besides, it's not safe for me to leave alone.
Don't worry about the weasels, they're out back.
And we took care of the two big snakes in the well, so you'll be fine.
And there's no door to slow you down anymore.
Yeah, don't take
And
a
we-
mattress though, because I'll be after you.
Yes!
And
Or my
we've
pad.
booby trapped all of the screaming rooms, so nothing should follow you from there.
Oh dear, the screaming rooms.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there are
Don't
two.
want to go up downstairs.
It's fine.
doesn't
They're
sound good.
fine. It's fine.
Right, all right. Well,
Who tied you up?
Wait.
I don't really know. Look, I came here, and as I did, everything went dark. I heard screams coming from the place, and soon after I was clubbed among the back of the head. When I arrived, I was in a place that was very dark, with many people around, but they weren't people. They had the heads of strange creatures, and they laughed with evil laughs, and there was a heat around me before I found myself tied in that room.
Crew huddle!
What
Okay.
does that mean?
It just means come here.
Okay. Walk over.
Uh-huh.
He has clearly lost his mind, but he's a merchant. Maybe we could just, ransom him back to his family.
Or we could just chuck him out of a window and he could be done with it. He doesn't want to leave the down the stairs, but we can just pop him off out of a window. He's
We'll call that plan B, but I think we could make some money here, Nala.
okay.
That's assuming he has any family to ransom.
Ned, my boy, my good friend Ned.
Yes.
Do you have people to get home to?
Um.
People worth surviving for.
Yes, of course I do. I have multiple.
We're not
people.
going to murder you, by the way. I know how that sounds. That's not what she means.
Oh, I didn't have that thought across my mind until you mentioned it, but.
Oh, that's my bad.
No, I have some people, yes, but fine. If we're to find things here, I won't leave you. But at least if you find my clothing, I have at least a couple of weapons there that could help. And with people watching me, maybe they won't club me on the back of my head this time.
Prosper!
Yes?
A hand just comes out towards you. The thing that you don't have, I need to borrow it a second.
But we've got lots of things that I don't have. Why do we have to have the one that I don't have? Why can't we have one of the things that I don't have?
Speak plainly.
There was a big box. There's more of the things I don't have, and he already said no to them.
Yeah, he's a bit of a snob, really.
I mean, if I was naked, I
Prosper
would
is just
want
gonna
my
kind of
clothes
like
back.
stamp a hoof and just unwind one of their bedsheet type things. Not the one that is covering the thing they don't have, which is still bundled up in a weird kind of pregnant bump type thing. And it's just gonna wrap the bedsheet around Ned. There.
And then I'm going to grab Ned and just drag him down the hall towards the room where we found all the clothes.
Okay, so you drag him towards there, and as you do, he does actually go, yes, it's just the one above, he says.
Uh-huh. Yes.
Prosper now looks like a very uncomfortable Slender Man because that was covering like their arms and their heads. So it's just kind of like...
Oh, we'll find you a new one. But
I
it was
like the
very
term
kind of you
uncomfortable
to do that,
Slender Man.
Prosper.
It's this room, right? This one right here?
No, the one above. he
Oh,
says.
okay, then we keep going. You can go in first.
Oh, yes, of course, he says, and he will happily do so.
He's gonna die.
Oh, by the way, Farah, Nala, you look like you could use this more than me. He hands over the odd potion that he got, the health potion from last time, to them.
Yeah, no problem.
I look at how badly shaped Farah is.
There are 2 uses in it, don't worry.
I have a delicate drop of blood just dripping down my nose.
Oh, she very slowly, just waiting for you to back away, kind of wipes it away and hands you the potion.
You just keep giving me gifts today, Nala.
Well, I'm feeling generous. What can I say?
If anyone's very badly off, I can do the thing I do.
Okay, well, if you see me fall over and not get up, maybe then.
I'll do the thing. Yep.
You're amazing. Thank you, Prosper.
You're welcome.
Okay,
I'm gonna take that potion, I think.
certainly.
It's 1d4 plus something, right?
Yes, it is. I believe now I should have the
+2?
details. +2, I believe it was. Yes, 1d4 +2. Okay, so meanwhile, you do see the door open, and Ned goes inside and sort of closes the door slightly as he goes in, and just kind of goes, "I'll just be a moment," as he walks on in, and he will go and get changed. After he's got changed, he puts on his garments and opens the door, fully dressed this time, and holding the shirt of Talgrath folded and the sheet that was given to him as well. And as he does open the door, Rahimi, you do see that the room appears to have been used for storage. There's a large ill-made oak chest that stands under the window. Its lid is closed. Elsewhere in the room lie 3 broken wooden chairs, 2 splintered wooden buckets, and a mildewed sack. But aside from that, he sort of just gestures. There's not much in there aside from my clothes. Feel free to check it if you wish, though. But I investigated the room earlier.
I need to unmute myself, don't worry about
Yeah,
that.
he just kind of looks at you a bit uncomfortable and kind of adjusts his collar as you look at him and in silence.
Are
yes.
his clothes ridiculously fashionable, or was he talking out of his butt?
They are quite fashionable and quite nice. He's got like a fancy cloak around him. It kind of covers one arm, basically. It's very fancy and very flamboyant
And
looking.
useless.
And
It
useless.
doesn't seem like he's trying to hide anything, right?
Doesn't look like he is. No, he's got everything on him. He does have a dagger at his side, but it's open there. Like
Well, it was more like,
there.
I already investigated the room, blah, blah, blah. Does he seem like he's...
Oh, you can give me an insight check on that for sure.
Yeah, I did.
Okay, on 14. Okay, cool. On a 14, he's telling the truth. He's already investigated the room. There's nothing in there.
Alright. I mean, you seem comfortable here. I'll take those from you and return them to whom they belong.
Okay, so you take it, and you go and take them back. So Talgrath, you retrieve your shirt, and Prosper, you retrieve your sack. You're...
Just wrapped around. Now head is covered, arms are covered, back in the cocoon of safety.
Okay.
I mean, if you don't want to put it on, Talgrath, that's not a bad thing.
It's fine. I'm comfortable as I am right now.
Okay.
And also further above you, as you were up there, Rahimi, because you could have just looked over slightly. It seems to be in the upstairs area to what was, the downstairs in the kitchen. It's the top of that one collapsed staircase, and there seems to be nothing else there. It's just a collapsed heap of timber, basically.
Okay.
Right! Is that finished us up here then?
I think so.
If we could have a quick snack downstairs and then we can finish off in the basement.
There's the stairs up there, like north of us. I believe that goes down to the kitchen where Farah had tied a thing.
Oh, good. That's a good place to cook lunch.
Aye, but they don't look very safe. I feel like Talgrath will take.
Why don't we ride the mattress down?
The
It's already
mattress is
downstairs,
already
Farah.
down.
Oh, you already did that.
We'll just go the long way around. What's the worst that could happen?
Have you never ridden a banister?
No, I tend to break them.
All right. We'll use the stairs at the front that work.
Okay.
Oh no.
So, Ned, you said you come from Saltmarsh.
Yes, well, around that area, yes. I trade within Saltmarsh quite often.
Oh, what do you trade?
Various things. Sometimes it depends on the season. Sometimes it's precious metals and gems. Other times, such as in winter, I will trade some cotton, wool, things like that. Various things that are suitable for the season. It depends. I'm a man of many trades, you see.
I see. And do you have maps to this? We're kind of new to Saltmarsh. Do you have maps around of the seas?
I did, but from what I've heard, the seas have been a bit different as of late. As far as I'm aware, as of around a few miles out towards the outside of the oceans, it's changed. We've been having all sorts come from different places. They've been saying they're from different areas, some sort of Faerun. Of course, there's those folks that have come from other places. Some strange types as well. Some of them seem to be rather dour-looking and angry-looking and wearing very strange clothing. Others, we've had some very colourful people come through wearing very colourful clothing, very reds and golds and beautiful things. And they were very fun. And we've had somebody...
You described like most of our party. You realize that, yes?
Yes, I know. You also seem different. What I'm saying is it seems that things are a bit different. The further out we got, the stranger it became. Some of the seas near here are not great. But I have heard that some people have been chartering the oceans. Some of the captains that have been coming through have been starting to. These new strange oceans that we have come upon. Strange times, these times.
Did any of them mention having to be thrown through the air by an undersea god?
No, that seems like something big that they definitely mentioned, but no, I've never heard of that sort of
You'd
thing.
be surprised at what
Just-
people don't mention or shouldn't mention because it's weird.
Just asking. I don't know if it's weird. It could happen a lot around here.
Hey, what shouldn't we mention?
I don't know anything, and I know
suggesting-
that's weird.
That you were thrown by some sort of underwater god? That sounds very far-fetched.
No. Yes,
It
but
was
no.
a story that I read to them
We
a while back.
fired him out of a cannon. It was fine.
Into a mermaid.
He certainly looks strong enough to be fired out of a cannon, I'm sure.
We are
but-
perfectly normal and not at all strange or threatening.
Just like patting Talgrath's shoulder, like the back of his shoulder, just like that meaty slap. Like, yeah, he's very, very sturdy, very sturdy.
He's just stood there super proud.
You can fire so many of these out of cannons.
Later on, you should ask him about his barrel trick.
You see this bad boy right here? Oh, I love shit posting with you guys. It's great.
Well, Ned, we're gonna go have lunch downstairs. Would you care to join us?
Got some giant
Definitely.
centipedes, some giant spiders, some snake meat.
No, I think I'll pass, in fact.
I maybe have some apples
Oh, that sounds delightful.
somewhere upon my person, maybe.
Definitely. Well, I'd be happy to have some apples.
Talgrath, me old man.
Mr.
Come
Robbins.
here.
I'm not old, but sure.
Talgrath. Are you sure you like him?
He seems okay to me.
Seems like a landlubber to me.
Wait, are you implying what I think you're implying?
Who doesn't want snake meat when it's offered to them?
Many people, I think.
I'm gonna say, is it like Farah having flashbacks to Dark Tides from like the earlier episodes where it's just like a food is offered no matter what it is, everybody's like, oh, I'll take it.
Farah's just like, to Farah, we've got a really cool, like, fun feast. Got
Yeah.
different types of meats to eat. Gonna spice them up. This guy's like, I'll eat the apples. And she's like, fucking vegans.
I took that in a completely different way, okay?
That got
But it was
intense.
Meanwhile, Prosper is like just standing there, kind of looking at Farah because they know they're not actually supposed to have the apples they have. It's kind of like, I don't know.
Tell Mr. Robinson.
I don't know if I can give this
That's
person.
what Rahimi says to Prosper when he was first like, when they were first like, I have apples. She was like, don't tell Mr. Robinson.
Oh no! Prosper left a note. Prosper left a note in the box that said 1 apple. So technically, there's still
All right.
that many apples in the box.
You're
It's just
covered.
one is a piece of paper with apple written on it.
Okay, that's
But
fine.
do you happen to have 3 cans of beans on you as well?
No,
Oh, damn it. Mr. Robinson's not going to be happy.
I might have one, maybe.
1 can.
Possibly.
Great, that's accounted for. Please hand that over and we'll have it with the snake and spiders. 1 can of beans.
Just hands over the can of beans to Nala.
Thank you. If you spot the other 2 cans, tell me, because Mr. Robinson's not.
So are we going to
I
eat
haven't seen them.
That's okay.
Go to investigate the cellar?
We're having a quick snack first, because I don't know if you've noticed, but I've been bitten to shit.
Oh, trust me, I saw.
There we go then. Bit of food and I'll be alright.
So you're having a nice snacko then, from what you're saying then.
Nothing like afternoon tea time in a haunted house.
Oh, we're having our little haunted house potluck. Just everything goes in the pot, and you're lucky if you survive it when you eat it.
Definitely,
If-
definitely.
Is that all of us taking constitution checks then?
Can I like help cook this just so that
Yeah,
it's-
certainly. So,
I can cook.
if anybody has like proficiency, like cooks anything to do with
I
cooks,
have proficiency in alchemy, which is kind of like
That's
cooking.
kind of like cooking. We'll go with that then. So
I
you
have
can easily add
nothing.
that to.
I've got water vehicles. It's a soup.
So give me a survival.
I have Vile,
Whoever's
apparently.
maining the cooking, could you give me a survival, and you will have advantage for
Go
the
on,
other
Rahimi.
helping.
You can be main cook.
I'm survival.
Okay.
I
I've
can
got
help.
survival as well. But...
Okay. There's only so
Well,
much
I
advantage
have
we can
something in
give.
survival because I have Jack of all trades.
All right, okie dokes. So you cook your sort of different foods. You make this beautiful stew. You have all of these. You know, by the time that you're done preparing it and cooking it up, it doesn't look like it's gross insects and giant insects and snakes. It looks like it's a beautiful stew. And it smells really nice. Rahimi, inside your alchemy pack, you did have some spices, some chili and things like that. You added some different stuff in there. The rest of you prepared the meat brilliantly. Farah, you helped stir and you kept it going. And you heated it up. And overall, you end up with a really nice stew. And where do you go to have this? Do you go back downstairs to the sort of central area? Do you go to the
I
living
think
room?
we should go to that living room where we put my cast iron pan over the hatch.
Yeah.
Oh, the room with the screaming room
The scream
attached
room.
to it.
It
Sure.
wasn't screaming, it was more a loud, bellowing, thou shalt not pass type
Yeah.
situation.
It's some lovely ambiance to enjoy your meal with.
Ambience.
Besides, after a meal, I don't like to walk too far to my next adventure.
That's fair.
But it's good to walk after a meal. It helps digestion.
I'd rather nap.
Are we taking a short rest then?
I would consider this a short rest to prepare food,
Okay.
eat food,
If,
have a nice
if anyone's
time.
spending
you know?
hit dice, you get an extra 1d6 because Prosper is just going to start humming while they're like, eating their food and just
Right.
generally trying to lighten the atmosphere.
Yeah, so you
Sitting
play
there,
a Song
going,
of Rest. It's
I'm all
Were
good.
Prosper and Rahimi the only ones that didn't take damage?
pretty much, I think so.
I don't think
I
Talgrath
got
took
attacked by
damage.
snakes.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
He was poisoned, remember?
Yeah.
Farah,
I remember the belly flop onto the. Yeah, I remember.
question: was there any water in the well, or was it literally just money and snakes?
It was money and snakes.
Well, I'm not sure how I'm gonna do the washing up, but I'll figure it out.
Oh wait, no, there was a little bit of water at the bottom. Yeah, there was. Sorry, my
Oh,
bad.
then I will pop out to well and get some water for the washing up.
You'll
Wait,
pounce
no,
it
I
well,
think
and-
Prosper can do something. They did it. And she waves her fingers around. She did,
I
they did it with
can-
mattress.
I can clean things. I'm good at cleaning things. Cleaning things is something I can do. What am I cleaning?
Certainly.
The pots.
Voice of the pot.
Okay, yeah, and just press the digitation until they're all clean.
Oh,
Okay.
does that work on Pete? Pete!
Your seagull flies and lands near Prosper and turns its head slowly to look at them.
I mean, sure.
There you go. If I just increase the size of your pane and move it across, there we go. We just got Pete in the frame now. That's actually quite useful. I could just make Pete in the frame and just literally go, Rahimi, do you think they would be suitable to clean me?
Just like
My feathers
non-verbally.
need good care. Does this one's magic enable
Yes.
such things? Thank
Yes.
you. Your knowledge is always appreciated, witch. At which
You're
point,
welcome.
we'll zoom back out and we'll bring back Shakes. There.
Oh, you're gonna live here now. I hope you know that. This is where you'll always be. Why am I
I
talking
will
to
be
him?
here,
Oh my
yes.
Because he talks back, obviously.
Real.
Petty Pete is real, don't you know?
We need to
Petty
set
Pete's
him
real.
up with his own laptop and camera.
Yeah, we do. Like get him a little headset.
We need him on the Zoom call.
The Pete Cam. That could just be the thing. If we ever need an intermission, we can go to Pete Cam. Just play some elevator music with him and his mug.
Oh, Pete, Pete.
That's good.
Right, so we have
I
our
love
lunch.
that you made that.
We heal, we sing.
You
We
heal,
clean up
you
Pete
sing,
and the pans
you
and
clean,
pots.
Yep.
you do great. And as you're sort of doing this rest, and as you're resting, you're eating your stew, Ned's sort of eating the one apple in the corner and looking around a bit suspiciously at these people just happily away eating this centipede meat. That is where we'll call today. Just before
Aw.
you go down into the hatch. Because that's going to be a whole thing. So...
Down the hatch.
So, thank you everybody who's been watching. Thanks for those who are new coming to the stream. We'll be back at the same time next week. We'll be back at basically 8:30 p.m. UK time or 3:30 p.m. EDT. So check that out every week. Come and watch us. If you need to catch up on any of these, you can go to the YouTube, which I will post in the chat, and you can also find it below, where we have all the VODs in like a little playlist that's handy at the bottom. But before you go today... Oh, there we go. Thank you very much for the bit boss. The bit boss is almost dead, by the way. Which shiny lamp is on like a good 300 odd HP from what I can see right now. So, well done on that. You've been doing some good raids today. Classic WoW would be proud. But let's go around. Let us know who you are and what you do and something that you're working on at the moment, and you know what your favorite moment was. So we'll go around the same way as usual with the brilliant FrostFrmFire.
Hello, it's me, FrostFrmFire. I don't know why I did that voice. I'm sorry. Yeah, I love playing this
Became
game.
Mario.
I like that it feels. This feels 100% to me like a home game where we're all just ridiculous and we're all on this cool adventure. And then things go bad, but then they go good, and we have lunch in the lounge and just chill. I think my favorite bit was Loki just Nala getting into this shopping that we're doing. And just like, mattress, I like this mattress. And suddenly it's not just Farah who's being ludicrous in the thing collecting. So the mattress is added to our door, teacup, iron baton, and whatever else we find in this house. I loved the potion. Thank you so much, chat, for all those donations. That was really fun. I'm at FrostFrmFire on the Twitters. I play in a whole host of games. I will be back here on Saturday for Unhallowed Metropolis at 12 p.m. EDT, which is 5 p.m. UK. Come check that out. Coming up tonight, I'm the Twitch director for Encounter Roleplay, and we will be playing Ravnica Under Fire at 6 p.m. EDT, which is 11 p.m. UK. And so I will be going from here to there to do that. And it's a D&D game, and they have a lot of fun as well. But I hope everyone will come back next week, because this is maximum fun. And it's worth knackering my voice at the start of a week to play this game. I only have 9 more shows to go this week. It's fine.
Yeah, you got a lot more, but this show seems to help with terribly not maintaining your voice. So I feel bad for that, but no, it's always good to have Farah, and thank you very much for playing. And yeah, definitely come back on the Saturday at that time, as we will have the lovely Faye Dunmire played by FrostFrmFire there as well, which is such a good game. And moving on to Rahimi.
Hello, it is me, Banjalerp, who plays Rahimi, the witch from the Mage Hand Press homebrew. If you have not checked it out, please do, because it is really good. One of the best witch homebrews I have seen in a while. Most places you can find me at the same name, Banjalerp. I'm going to try to continue my Final Fantasy IX playthrough, but I might have to change the day because Fridays just tend to not work out for me so far. So keep an eye out for any announcements about that. Otherwise, I might do some art streams. I will also be sending art to our illustrious captain of this game, if you will, for him to put out eventually of all the characters that you have seen us play today. But yeah, also, can I just say that I absolutely adore the fact that Talgrath thought nothing of it to just whip off his shirt and give it to some stranger. What a heart of gold.
When you got it, flaunt it.
Right? Right? Shake what your mama gave you.
Yeah. It's got that dad bod chic.
But yeah, I don't know if there's anything else that I really need to talk about.
All of the icons Angie did, so go and check those out. I'm sure we're going to be posting them in a large size so you can get a better look at them somewhere, right?
Yeah,
that's
Definitely
so
will
good.
be. Yeah,
They're
so
amazing.
if you're
That
watching
was the art
today,
that I was going to shoot over to our captain.
yeah, definitely. So you had a little sneak peek there, but they were quite small. But you will be getting large versions shown on the Twitter
There's
soon.
not anyone
so
else
keep
who
an eye
could
on
have
that.
done a Vanta Black Tiefling and not made it look like
Awesome stuff. Like I said,
So
can't wait
good.
to reveal that. It's going to be really, really fun to post those up and have everybody look at them and finally see the characters. And yeah, I can't wait for that. So you'll get that by next week, and check out the Twitter for that. And yeah, but no, thank you very much for playing. It's always awesome to have you here as well. And yeah, can't wait to reveal the art. And our brilliant man of the cannon, man of the barrel, Talgrath.
Man with no
Man
shirt.
of
on.
everyone's hearts.
Yes, man with no shirt on, trying his best to look in shape.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah, I'm F91 Vanguard. I've been playing Talgrath. You can find me on Twitter at F91 Vanguard. I do streaming on the odd occasion, playing through Dark Souls 2 at the moment. Not doing it this week because I'm at a wedding, unfortunately. Or fortunately. Yes. Shh. Shh. As for, I think the favourite part of this session is just got to be the continuation of the shopping trip. Everything is just... This looks like in half decent nick. We're just going to take this and take it back to the ship and use it. We're like the paupers of the sea. Just like going in, grabbing whatever we think's useful and taking it back with us.
You're just thrifty, that's all it is. You're the thrifty pirates.
You know, the thrift pirates.
Refurbishing our ship, it's fine.
Oh, yeah,
Exactly.
I might always wait for
Scavenging is
one.
legit.
It is, yeah. This is probably like
It's
some of the best stuff you've seen in a
eco-friendly.
while.
It's a major
Reduce,
lore on
reuse,
the seas.
recycle.
It is, yeah, exactly. And you are pirates, so yeah,
And
it
eat
works
your
out.
enemies.
And we love the R's,
Yeah.
the 3 R's.
Arr.
Exactly.
R, reduce, reuse, recycle.
Okay, so thank you very much, Dan, for playing, and Shakes, thank you for playing.
Hello, so I am Shakes, also known as Shaksqueer. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Shaksqueer. It only has 2 E's. It's really irritating, but it's true. You can find me straight after this game on Welcome to the Party, where I will also be playing a Ravnica game called Dark Knights in District 10, where I play a Warforged who is basically Johnny 5 in Ravnica. which is very, very funny.
That
I
sounds
also
awesome.
play a Waterdeep Heist game on Tuesdays, not this Tuesday because we're on hiatus, but it will be back next Tuesday, which is over on Penflower Inc.'s channel, and you can find all of the VODs on the YouTube channel. And I will be in my first game of Unhallowed Metropolis on Encounter Roleplay on Thursday, which I'm really looking forward to because new Victorian Gothic horror, and I get to wear a wig, which is always fun.
Definitely.
So yeah, all very, very exciting. My favourite bit has to be the entire cast falling apart because we found a man gagged and in bondage.
Yeah, we're all mature here.
Yeah, just everyone completely breaking apart.
50 Shades of Saltmarsh.
Basically. Okay, so thank you for playing.
Oh, and also Nala giving Prosper a pep talk. That was just the cutest thing
so good.
ever.
That was so nice. Okay, and last but not least, Nala, thank you.
Hello, still in Nala voice. Hi, I am Alison, or Humbledore, Humbledore6 on Twitter. So I just retweet Hollow stuff because I'm like his #1 fan. I loved giving Prosper the pep talk and giving them the little gem just to keep hold of. I also loved the slight insecurity that Talgrath has about his dad Bob. You're beautiful, don't worry about it. And yeah, it's just been a great game. I actually can't wait I cannot wait to get back to the ship with just this massive pile of random crap and be like, all right, mattress there. Who wants these clothes? We found a few rusty spoons and just watch the crew just look at us like we're bonkers. I cannot wait.
Also, this is Ned. He's ours now.
Yes, this is Ned. He may or may not have a family to go back to, but he's with us now.
He's the true treasure of that house.
Yeah, Ned is the treasure.
The friends we made along the way.
I like
Or
that,
kidnapped,
you know,
either way.
Nala's got the mattress. Prosper has, various clothing things. Rahimi's found books. Farah's got her pen, and Talgrath's got a boyfriend.
Exactly, and it's all working out. So,
Yeah.
but no, thank you very much. Thank you very much for playing, and you're all brilliant as always. This cast is always a pleasure to play with, and we'll be back here again, like I said, next week, 3:30 p.m. EDT and 8:30 p.m. UK time. And aside from that, you can find me next on Encounter Roleplay at 9 p.m. UK, 4 p.m. EDT on Thursday, where I'm going to be running Unhallowed Metropolis Death's Curios, which is a very dramatic Victorian horror game. And the last session was really fun, and this session we get Shax as well, so that's going to be really cool. And aside from that, you can also find me doing Unhallowed again, because I love that game, on Saturday in the daytime, just the other time I said as well, with Britannia by Gaslight. Come and check that out. It's probably the second or third to last session of that, and it's getting real interesting, so come check that out, please. And until then, we'll see you soon. I'm a Hollowtail, you've all been brilliant, and I'll see you next week. Goodbye.